Why do you grieve, Woodcutter? The Mercury finally asked, his voice deep and echoing. Elias stood, voice shaking. My axe fell. I can't walk without it. I can't survive without it. Without a word, Mercury reached into the water and brought out a dazzling golden axe. A tool fit for kings, not commoners. Is this your axe? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Stories That Inspire, a place where inspiration and hope come to life through powerful stories. I am Remilekun, Idowu. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate your continued support. And if you're new here, welcome to the community that spreads positivity. I am so glad you're joining us. So stick around until the end, and I promise it will be worth your time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to encourage this storytelling journey. Today, we'll be looking critically at honesty. Have you ever had one of those moments where honesty really tested you? Like you found $20 bills on the ground and no one was around. Or the cashier accidentally gave you extra change. And for a split second you thought, well, they'll never know. I had one of those moments last week. I was at a coffee shop and the barista accidentally charged me for a small instead of a large. I noticed it immediately. I could have just walked away, saved a few bucks. But something in me just wouldn't let me. So I pointed it out, paid the right amount, and you know what happened? The barista looked at me, smiled, and said, I appreciate that. This one's on me. I walked out of there with a free coffee. Not because I tricked the system, but because I didn't. And that got me thinking. Honesty has a way of paying off when you least expect it. Which brings me to today's story. It's an old tale, but trust me, it's got a lesson we all need to hear. Let's move to my story corner to listen to today's tale. In a small digital age village, surrounded by lush hills and Wi-Fi struggles, lived Elias, a humble woodcutter, with a heart cleaner than his inbox. It wasn't flashy, no shiny car, no trending outfits, just a guy trying to make an honest living with his one prized possession, a sturdy old axe handed down by his father. Even though he did not have much, he lived simple, worked hard, and was known for one thing. He never cheated, never lied, and always paid attention to little things people ignored, like returning lost wallets or correcting a shopkeeper's undercharge. But fate loves testing the best of us. One chilly morning, Elias set out for another day in the forest. As usual, he hummed his favorite podcast theme song and swung his axe with the rhythm. Everything felt normal until it wasn't. On his final swing, his grip slipped. The axe spiraled in the air and vanished into the deep river below. Panicked, he dropped to his knees. That axe was his everything, his job, his income, his lifeline. For the moment, he just stared, hollowed out by the loss. Then, out of nowhere, the river shimmered. A golden light spilled out from the depths as the wind howled through the trees. A ripple formed, and from it rose a figure in silver robes, glowing like something out of a Marvel movie. It was Mercury, the ancient god of justice and truth. He didn't speak right away. Just watch Elias with piercing eyes. Why do you grieve, Woodcutter? The Mercury finally asked, his voice deep and echoing. Elias stood, voice shaking. My axe fell. I can't walk without it. I can't survive without it. Without a word, Mercury reached into the water and brought out a dazzling golden axe, a tool fit for kings, not commoners. Is this your axe? Elias had pounded. He could lie just this once. No one will know. His future could change forever. Riches, comfort, and escape. But after a pause, he shook his head. No, that's not mine. Mercury gave a small nod, dipped back in, and brought up a shiny silver axe. This one then, Elias swallowed. It was beautiful, almost too perfect. But again, he shook his head. No, that's not mine either. Finally, Mercury retrieved Elias' worn-out, rusting axe. Elias smiled in relief. That's mine, he said quietly. Mercury's eyes softened. Because you have chosen honesty, not once, but 3 times, go with your tool and something more. A flash, and it was gone. Elias blinked, confused. That's it? No gold? No reward? Just honesty? But the story doesn't end there. Back in the village, word spread. Everyone buzzing. Some clapped Elias on the back. Others rolled their eyes. But there was another man, Ugo, who watched carefully, and he had a plan. Ugo was a fellow woodcutter, lazy, broke, and always on the lookout for shortcuts. Upon hearing Elias' story, his eyes gleamed. If Mercury is handing out good axes, he muttered, I am cashing in. The next morning, dressed in his best tattered jeans and fake tears, Ugo launched his axe dramatically into the river, wailing louder than a soap opera star. Oh no, my axe, my livelihood, he cried. Cue the shimmer. Cue Mercury. Is this your axe? The god asked, holding out the golden axe. Yes, that's mine, Ugo blurted without thinking. Mercury's glow dimmed. His face hardened. Liar! In a flash, the golden axe disappeared. So did the silver one. And then, even Ugo's real axe sank into the depths. No, wait! That last one was real, Ugo screamed. But it was too late. The god vanished, and Ugo was left askless and humiliated. Meanwhile, Elias continued working quietly, grateful just to have his axe back. No complaints, no expectations. Then one day, a luxurious car rolled into the village. A wealthy merchant searching for someone to manage his logistics company. Who's the most trustworthy man here? He asked. Every villager pointed to Elias. The merchant asked him to retell his story. Elias did. Simple and honest. You turned down gold for the truth? The merchant asked, stunned. Elias nodded. And that's how Elias got offered a job that paid 10 times more than cutting wood. Stability, dignity, and respect, all because of one decision in a moment of truth. Integrity always wins in the long run. People who chase shortcuts and greed might get lucky once or twice, but eventually the truth catches up. Because wealth isn't measured in gold or silver, it is measured in trust, respect, and the knowledge that you did the right thing even when no one was watching. And for Ugo, well, let's just say he had a lot of free time to rethink his life choices. So next time you're faced with a choice, golden axe or honesty, choose wisely. Thank you for joining me on this journey of transformation. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on this journey weekly to discover more inspirational stories. Remember to stick to your positive values this week. It might just be a step in the right direction to greatness. And share this story with someone who you know might need some positive energy this week. See you next week. Bye.